Yes.
I
Yeah,
cannot see
that's the
that. Oh,
problem.
the pillar. Yeah. Okay.
I
No
don't think
worries.
I can help with.
That's fine. No problem. That's fine. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you very much, first of all, your time, Humphrey, for this time. And obviously, the time we just decided because obviously, I think we'll see that it will not disturb your class. Um, so we will be recording, obviously, this event, taking your consent. So idea is you are cohort 5, correct? All of you. Okay. Guys, this is currently your term 2, obviously, the placement element. That's what we're trying to. We'll keep it short, but we just want to give you a very important message to all of you that, as you know, remember your placement information you have provided us, isn't it? Like most of you have given us the data. But I think the most important thing for us to inform you as well that we cannot confirm your placement to university unless we receive your health and safety and agreement form. You need to make a note of it because there are some students, like there are many students who have sent us the data, like the initial screening when we drop an email, if you remember, we ask you where are you working, what is your placement provider, what is your detail. We ask you, you have given us this data, but we cannot confirm you or to university unless we receive your health and safety and agreement form. So the point here is that we have given you have given us the data. If your confirmation, if your data is obviously your job title and the due diligence part is done, and we've looked into other aspects as well, the insurance and everything from the blood, so everything is fine, then obviously we will confirm you that okay, you can go ahead with this placement provider and with this job title as well. But please reply us back quickly your health and safety and agreement form as soon as possible. We need these forms as soon as possible. If you have sent it to us, that's perfectly fine. The team is already checking. Maybe they come across and come back to you with some changes. But if you have sent it, it's fine. But if you have not sent us, it means your placement is not start. You cannot start your placement unless we receive your form, please. This is very, very important and serious matter. Please do not start your placement unless you have given us your health and safety and agreement form. Is it clear to everyone? Please, this is something very I really remind you because I have received couple of students queries and they said they started. But when we did our check and we called the student, they said no. I said we haven't got your form yet. How can you start your placement? So this is first thing very very important. We really want to tell you. So this is please make a note of it. Second thing, guys, very important. As soon as you complete your placement, okay, as soon as like as soon as you complete your placement, you need to complete another form which is the employer feedback report form. You know that. Now that form will not be with you unless you send us the first form, and obviously once you complete. So once you send us your first form, we will be providing you the second form anyway, so that you can keep it. But you don't need to send us straight away. You can only send us once you complete your placement. And remember, the dates are very, very important. The deadline for placement is already been available. It's given to you as well. If you have any doubt, you can always come to the placement team or you can write it to us or vicplacement@vic.ac.uk. We're more than happy to support you. But please keep in mind the deadline means deadline. For example, I'll give you an idea. For example, your deadline is a set deadline for cohort 5. You cannot wait for that deadline. That deadline means that's the last date you can complete, isn't it? You should try to complete earlier as well because reason is remember your placement deadline and your reflect or report deadline is same, isn't it? It's a similar deadline. So imagine if you complete, if you're saying I will complete on my placement on that date of August, which is the deadline of the placement. So how are you going to start your placement reflection and report, isn't it? So we would suggest you please start writing your reflective report as long as you are doing your placement. Do not wait that you complete, then you write, unless you complete your placement 4 or 5 weeks before that deadline, okay, or 3 weeks, like it's entirely up to you. But as long as you complete your placement by submitting your deadline, placement completion by deadline, and obviously you're submitting your report as well by deadline. So this is something important. Why I'm telling you this, guys, you need to fill your reflective report very carefully as well. We don't want a situation that you're writing in a generic context. You need to reflect from what you have learned, and obviously remember the skill part, and you need to add all this report template. There's a template already available. I'm sure you have seen it. It's already available on your Moodle, on that module, obviously, for the PDP module. If you have any questions, anything, please ask your tutor who teaches you PDP. If obviously you still have a confusion, please drop us an email. to the module team, I can always look into it. You have my email address in your module handbook as well, and we can liaise and we can make sure you have the template. So you complete it and then you show it to your teachers as well for the feedback, please. Do not just think, okay, your deadline is, for example, that date of August. You will complete on that date and you will submit. That's not a good practice. You must complete your reflexive report earlier, quite earlier. Like if I'm in your place, I will complete my report 2 days, 2 weeks ago, like 2 weeks earlier than my deadline, because I can show it to my teacher, some feedback. If there is a clarification or there's something expression of writing which is not suitable, they can advise you like a feedback. So please take this practice. Do not just think you will complete your placement, you will complete your feedback code, you will submit and you will pass. That's not going to happen. We have checks. We have different layers of checks. So there is a possibility if you're filling, for example, and then we have any question, any doubt, we will definitely be in touch with you. Another thing, very important before we go towards the conclusion and taking any question you have, please do not share your forms with your friends. You are not allowed to share your health and safety form. Anything related to placement or anything else, you cannot share to your friends. Even should show as a guide, you can't, because that can be a case of similarity and then it can be a case of academic misconduct as well. You getting my point, guys? So this is something very important. Humphrey, if you can please rotate a little bit laptop on the other side, I can see how the reaction is coming. So this is something very important. Please do not share your form, because we come across sometime that you share the form with your friend and you're writing in a similar way. No, that will not work. So please, it's just a reminder. You are very good, I know. Please do not take me wrong that I'm only addressing to you. We actually invited 2 other classes as well for this, this online session. So it's for everyone. And obviously we're addressing to this course. So this is something, please, very important. If you have any doubt, any guidance you need for the form and you're not sure about, please feel free to drop an email to us, or you can walk in our department and we are more than happy to sit down with you on individual basis and we can guide you. That's not a problem at all. Similarly, if your manager or your placement provider have got any question, you can always raise, and you can, we're more than happy to call. We can more than happy, but obviously we will do it if you have any question or any query. Otherwise, obviously, not in that case. So this is something, guys, very important I want to bring into your notice. And the last thing, remember, placement is obviously in terms of the career. Please consider placement is not just an activity for number of hours you're completing. It's not. Placement means you're learning new skills, and you need to link your skills to your jobs and for your graduate outcomes as well. It means the better jobs when you get graduated next year. So please consider placement as a very, very important aspect of your journey at Wake. And we are making sure, the high quality standards are achieved and obviously the high skills as well. If any student of your cohort 5, guys, if you haven't got any placement yet, or if you have not sent us the form yet, please get in touch with the team. We are sending some emails to you and obviously to your LT email. If you please always reply, please always acknowledge that you have received the email. I think this will give a little bit of understanding to us, and then obviously we can work very closely with you as well. So this is, guys, from my side, Manthan. Just to address this is, placement is not just activity, it's actually a career, because the experience you are gaining from placement, guys, it will help. Manthan, for example, you can see on the screen, he works in the employability department. Next year, as soon as you start your level 6, you will be in touch with us, and we will be working very closely with you for some job related activities. Job shop, remember we have set up the job shops as well downstairs. I would recommend you, if you finish your class today, when you finish, can you please go downstairs? Manthan will be here in the department. Have a look, walk around, please, on the ground floor. When you go to the student hub, go next further to the end, you'll find a tunnel kind of situation. And then you go around and you'll find out the employability and placement department. Please walk in, see what do we have for you. And maybe that can help you in terms of your career as well. Is it clear, guys? So Humphrey, this is from my side. Thank you very much. If anyone has got any question, I'm more than happy to answer. Otherwise, obviously, we will conclude.
Thank you, Ismail. Does anyone have any questions?
Humphrey, maybe you can take the question and give it to me. Yes.
They said everything is clear. They do not have any.
Clear. Okay. Perfect. That's perfectly fine. And that's good. Then thank you very much for all of your time. And one thing, obviously, Manthan obviously will obviously be in touch with you. Guys, we are already planning a business expo as well in June on weekend. So I think, Manthan, if you don't mind, if you can visit this class at some point, and you can just give a little bit of brief description to them that what we're expecting. So guys, anyone who has got business idea, anyone who you're already working in the business or you want to start your own business, something, we are trying to conduct a business expo in June. And this will be specially designed for you for Saturday, because we do understand
Specific.
that some of the week activities maybe you don't attend. So Manthan, you want to give a little bit, 1 or 2 minute overview to them?
Yes, we have planned Business Expo from last 2 years now, but I think this will be the first time for the weekend students, especially. So everyone can participate in this, and these are expo make their business presentable here. And we will have some outside guests as well. We'll have a counselor here from the Parking and Dagenham Borough, and we'll have our management side as well. So you can display your business. We can give you some advice. Hopefully, you can get to better knowledge of the business. And that's the plan behind it. And I'll come to your class and show you some previous photos from the last business expos. Hopefully, one of you will participate. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Manthan. And I think if you really want to see our previous business expos, like Manthan said, on Saturday it will happen. First time, obviously, we can student present it on the weekday as well. Like we give opportunity to everyone. But idea is, if you go to our placement, like if you go to our portal, the placement.week.ac.uk, you'll find out the previous expos, pictures, video, everything is there. So, like Manthan said, he will show you some as well. But please, we really encourage you to look into that. Like whatever you're learning through your placement, you can bring and you can come forward and you can do this kind of activities as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Ismail.
Okay. Thank you, Humphrey. Thank you.
Thank you.